How's everybody doing today? And today I wanted to do a video. I've been trying to do this video for a while, just I haven't had time, and now it's kind of off season for fishing, and I really don't got much going on. I've already shot the deer and everything, so I have nothing else to do. I was just sitting here, organizing all the tackle and everything, getting that all set up. But I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys about what I thought of these guys right here, my MINN KOTA talons. And these are two 12-footers. They got, you can see they're pretty tall. And this is a 16-foot boat with a 75-horse Mercury, obviously, but they're about as tall as me. I'm about 6 foot. Here they are sitting on the back of the boat and everything. And one of your first things are kind of like, what made you choose these over power poles? And kind of my thing was like, I didn't have room in. It's kind of, so I got a mess here. The thing about the talons I thought was the best feature is really that you don't have to have any pumps in there. There are 0 pumps in there whatsoever. And I have 0 spots to put pumps. I have 3 12-volt batteries and my Ethernet cables over there. I can't fit anything up under there. So that's kind of hard. I can't fit them up there. And I ran into a great deal with these talons. I wanted 6 or 8 footers, which was my goal. But I ended up getting these 12-footers. That's what the guy had for sale, so I bought them. And you first look at them, they are a little bulky. They're very bulky. They're about, one of them, like that one's over here, it's about as tall as me. So the power poles are just as tall. I think 8-foot power poles are just as tall as these 12-foot talons. So you're really not getting any like height advantage, but the things are on the MINN KOTA talon. I'm very glad I have took the MINN KOTA talon over the power poles now. Which one thing about the talons that I was kind of excited about was the weight of having a 16-foot boat with only a 75. And if you look back here, these are pretty heavy. If you get them in your hands, start holding them, they're heavy. And so are these metal brackets. I had to mount them on here, and I got the drop away thing, and I got the arm and the sandwich mount because I don't have a jack plate and everything. Same with over here, same all there. And they're pretty heavy. They're like 130 pounds altogether, I think they were. They weighed out to be. I think that's what they were. But the one things I do like about the talons a lot is that they go straight down. Obviously the power poles have the like elbow thing, and I was really enjoying this like around docks, and especially getting up against lay downs and stuff. You might have one right up against you. They go straight down, and I can't really compare them to the power poles at all because I've never had power poles, so it's kind of hard for me to compare them to. But with going down, I've kind of been a little more happy than going out to the side. I feel like I got a little bit of an advantage that way. Another thing I feel like I got an advantage on here that I would like to go, even though I have a 16-foot boat, I like to get under shallow bridges and stuff in some of our middle of the week tournaments, Tuesday, Thursday nighters. There's a couple bridges I like to get under, a couple culverts, so that even if I had the power poles, I can put them down, but it's just a lot easier to be able to have these tilt brackets right here to just tilt it. And so I can lean that right up over the boat and sit down right there. It's pretty simple. You got these things, but the guy cut them off before to where I can't put them down and I need longer ones. I thought about ordering some longer ones, but they're not sitting down there more than 2 seconds and I pull them back up anyway. So I didn't really see a need in getting a longer one, but I have been very happy with the talons. But I did run into one problem. The only problem I've ever had with the talons is one time I was driving down the lake and I looked back and water was pouring out the top. Yeah, it's kind of hard to picture, but water was coming out of the top of this. And what happened was I had at the bottom here, it comes all the way up and locks in there. I got the batteries out and everything. And I know how you guys know how they work. They go up and down. I don't have to show you. This thing got stuck and water was coming up through here all the way up to the top while I was getting on plane and coming out the top there. So I had to idle all the way back, ruined the whole tournament. And I had to throw all the fish out I had and just say heck with the tournament. Oh, these are the 2018 models. So, I mean, they're not the brand new models. The brand new models, the base on them right here, it's a little smaller. It's a little more compact. They're a little more aerodynamic in the make of them and everything. And this is chrome. But besides that, mostly they're the same. There's not really too much fancy about them that's different and everything. And you got the 12 foot all the way down there, and the up and down, and the soft bottom and everything, which I haven't really noticed much different in the soft bottom and the hard bottom. I mean, if you're on the remote and you feel like you're slipping, you can double tap it, and it's the same thing as the soft bottom and the hard bottom if you're slipping away. But I would have been a little happier if I went with and found 8-footers, because I do have a little trouble getting on plane. That is a lot of weight back there, and this is not a very big boat and everything. So I do have a little trouble getting on plane, but I get there. It's just fine and everything. It's just takes me a little longer than I normally would. I don't have the foot pedal switch up here or anything at the bow. I have my little hand switches and everything, and I'm fine with that. I haven't had any needs. I'd like to have the foot pedal, just I've never got around to get it. And I have one at the dash, and I carry one on a lanyard. And besides that, I'm really glad I picked the talons. I know people have had trouble with the power poles and everything with the hydraulics breaking. You don't have to worry about any hydraulics. It's all electric. They say it's quieter than the power poles, but I'm not going to say that because I've never been in the boat with power poles. But these, when I first got them, I thought they were a little loud, but I can't really tell because I've never been in the boat with another talon or another power pole. So, but besides that one mishap happening, and I took it home and flipped this little lever, and it was fixed, and it was working all good and everything. So I've been happy with them. They don't drain that much on the battery. I hear a lot of people talk about like, oh, they drain your battery so much and you can't hook them up to your main one. I hooked them up to my main one, and I had no problems whatsoever. So if you guys are looking to either pick power poles or talons, you might want to give this a little consideration, and hope this helps you guys on your decision if you're looking to get them. And my choice would be, I would go with the talons. I run Hummingbird, Ultrex, Hummingbird fish finders, 2 Helix 12s, and a Helix 7. So I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer to me to go with the talon and with the MINN KOTA into one boat network. But at the same time, I did have forgot about how one other problem, but it wasn't really a big problem because I wouldn't really use it anyways. That the talons, I can't get them to hook up in Bluetooth with the Hummingbirds. I don't know if the Hummingbirds are too new or if the talons are like a year or two old to where they don't have Bluetooth. But the only benefit you're getting off that is really you can put your talons down with your fish finders. But I mean, I just double tap the button and they go straight down just fine. But besides that, I've been pretty happy with them. The only thing I would consider, like if you're in a bigger boat, I'd say 17-foot 150s and bigger, I'd say go with the talons. But if you're in a small boat, John boat, something like that, and you do have battery compartment so you can put the poles in, the pumps, go with the power poles. But I'd say that's the only reason why I would want to go with the power poles. And I'm glad that I went with the talons. I really had no other choice but to go with the talons because it would have been very, very tight fitting my pumps in there. But I hope this, guys, helps you on your decision. And I'm going to be doing a review of the ultrex I just got up here and everything. So check out on that video. I'm going to be doing it here in a little bit. And the whole boat, what's in it, what I got rigged, why I got everything on it for the 2020 season. So that'll be a pretty exciting season for me. I'm going to start getting up in the club ranks a little more. I didn't really fish some club opens this year, and I didn't really get into the clubs. So I'll be making some more videos on that, and make sure you guys go watch all them videos. I'll see you guys next time.